Hey guys, my name's Ashley. Tomorrow morning I'm going to be taking off. I'm heading to Georgia where I'm going to be meeting with some dealers and growers to learn more about Smart Apply. But the goal really is to capture Smart Apply as a whole and how we can bring back information and relay that to the growers and dealers. Grab some footage, B-roll, photos, all that, and more so just knowledge, honestly. So of course I got to take my drone. Here is my controller that I'm going to use for that. I have my DJI Mavic Air 2. I, of course, have my camera. I'm here day 2 of my trip. I was able to get on site at the farm that Smart Apply in Lassiter, that is the dealer that we're working with, who is installing 9 kits on 9 different blast sprayers. There's lots of troubleshooting things you got to go through because no sprayer is really the same, and there's lots of different types that they're working with here on site at this farm. Today is a super exciting part because now we get to bring the grower in, the manager, the operators who will be running the systems and demonstrating how the system works. So we will get them filled up with water, we'll get to see them spraying in action, make sure everything's calibrated right, get to see the tablet in action in the front of the cab. So let's head out and get out there and let's see what it's all about. Hey guys, I'm here with Karina with Smart Apply and John Deere. Karina's going to take us through some of the Smart Apply systems that were installed on some blast sprayers, so she's going to walk us through that.
Okay, hi everyone, I'm Karina. This is our Smart Apply kit on an aerofan sprayer. So what we have here is going to be our LiDAR. So this is our laser that is going to be scanning the trees. Then right behind that, we're going to have a blower and an air filter. Right at the top, we have our Starfire 7500 GPS. And then here on the side, this is where we have our controller box. So then all these harnesses going down here are going to be our boom harnesses, and then we have our power harness here as well. So if you come closer, you can see all the routing. We're going to go all the way to the back. Now we also have some options depending on what sprayer you have. You may need a flow meter, a pressure regulator, a pressure sensor. So we have those too. This sprayer already has a strainer, also some filtration system. So this is our boom harness coming up, and then it plugs to our solenoids. So this will be our T-jet solenoids that have a pulse width modulation system. So these T-jet solenoids are going to be the ones controlling the on and off. So this is how we get the chemical savings. So this will this bulb will shut on and off. And this is how we get the nozzles to spray or stop spraying.
So Smart Apply is installed on the sprayer. They're getting ready to run it right now to be able to test the configurations in the water and make sure everything's working. So what Smart Apply is, I know I've been talking about this whole time in this kit. And so really you have your tractor and then your sprayer. And so what most people have is what's called a blast sprayer. So it's just the chemicals and water that's needed to keep away insects and fungus and just disease. You turn it on and then it just blasts and sprays constantly. Well, with Smart Apply, we have a LiDAR technology around it that allows it to kind of map out the tree coverage in the canopy. And so what it does is it's only spraying exactly where the trees are. So instead of just spraying all the time like this, what's called these solenoids in the LiDAR, and everything works with itself to where these valves open and close within a 1/10 of a second to allow it to only spray where needed. So you'll see them going on and off like that. But the reason is to save on chemicals. So instead of just spraying constantly, it's only going where it's needed and not in between trees and stuff. So let's take a look. They're getting ready to head out right now. And so let's take a look.
Once I take off, I can click the LiDAR. When I click the LiDAR on, it's on a switch and goes straight into spraying. If you look out behind us, the nozzles are all on. And then once I get to LiDAR data, it's going to start spraying like it did, so then we didn't miss any trees or under spray.